Hey guys, your boy Lauren, and for today's video we are reacting to a before and after fights of Manny Pacquiao. We're gonna see his opponents get beat up, you know, just kind of looking all not that good. But anyways, let's go through the video.
In boxing, looks can be deceiving. The misconception of those fighters who have more bite than bark, and those who look much less dangerous at the weigh-in than when that first punch hits home.
Exactly. Ooh.
And alongside Ruiz Jr., Golovkin, and many more, very few fit this persona quite like the man who can be considered today's most successful active fighter. Manny Pacquiao. A relatively small, kind, and humble Filipino fighter whose fight night performances bring much more than meets the eye. Here, contrasting the humble and the arrogant, we look at some of Pacquiao's opponents from the past, around the time that he was, arguably, at both his physical and commercial prime, all of which, rightly so, believed that they could beat the 8-weight world champion.
I think he has all the tools it takes to beat a guy like Manny Pacquiao.
If there's ever a time for Hatton to be able to beat Pacquiao, it'll be in this fight.
In the same performances that lead to Manny becoming one of boxing's most respected figures of all time. Please click thumbs up.
Bro, the background noise is making me so hyped. Let's go.
Subscribe and press the bell button if you're new to the channel as we look at
y'all should do that to my channel too, you know?
Before and after fighting Manny Pacquiao. Welcome to a Motivedia presentation.
Oh yeah, shout out to Motivedia for you know. Production is top notch. What the heck? What the heck?
We need to get a good.
Goddamn Game of Thrones.
First up, we go back 11 years to a night billed as the Dream Match. Pacquiao versus De La Hoya.
I just have to make sure Pacquiao, when he comes in with his explosive style and his hard punches, I have to make sure I have my hands up.
Even then, Manny was considered the world's #1 pound-for-pound fighter. However, many pundits speculated that the size and reach difference was simply too great.
My motivation has been his skills. My motivation has been his youth.
And whilst there was little, if any, trash talk, Oscar told news stations that he and his team were unbeatable.
Protect yourself at all times. Let's go.
Instead, after being made the betting underdog, Manny exposed Oscar's age on the night in one of the best displays of his career.
What I saw was a beatdown. I saw Oscar De La Hoya be completely...
What's this guy here? Isn't he a basketball figure? Get your whack ass out of here.
His legacy.
I just couldn't pull the trigger.
He got chubby. This man's got chubby, bro. What? After retiring, he put on some weight.
Were you hurt in that fight?
Never. Just emotionally.
Has a lot of energy. That was very difficult.
We didn't know him to be what he was and what he became after that. Were you shocked in that? I mean, we were shocked. Yes. But were you shocked too?
I was shocked for about 2 years.
Next, 6 months later, a showdown with Britain's beloved brawler, Ricky Hatton. 18 months after the Hitman's loss to Mayweather, he'd agreed to jump straight back in at the deep end. And labeling Pacquiao as one-dimensional, he launched a more verbal approach during the build-up.
Same move every time. Right hook, roll under. Right hook, roll under. Right hook, spin off. Just give him something to spin off onto.
If there's ever a time for Hatton to be able to beat Pacquiao, it'll be in this fight.
One that, come fight night, didn't bode too well. Over in brutal fashion with a picture-perfect punch. A devastating loss that ultimately led to Hatton's retirement.
Wait, did you see the tattoo on his back? Does that say Pac-Man? Oh my god, this man got Pac-Man on his...
win, but I mean, when the punch lands like that so early on and that, you know.
That guy, this guy got
not a bit some buts, but boxing, one punch, that's all.
Bro, his eyes.
Another 6 months on, and yet another Hall of Fame fighter stepped forward. Miguel Cotto, a Puerto Rican with just one loss to his name at the time.
150% sure.
Oh my God, I'm sleepy.
I'm the strongest boxer in the past.
Man, don't talk shit. Don't talk shit.
In a build-up void of arrogance or brashness, Cotto did, however, expect to be able to overpower Pacquiao, just like the rest.
What are his tattoos? It's whack.
Ironically, carrying his power into the late rounds, Pacquiao managed a stoppage in the 12th, making him the first 7-weight world champion in history.
Miguel Cotto comes to boxing to fight the big name. I'm always available, and Manny is one of the best boxers we have all time.
Early 2010, and this time it was the turn of Josh Clottey, a Ghanaian fighter who, funnily enough, also returned to the ring earlier this year, now aged 41.
I'm happy that it gives me the opportunity.
Bro, what's up with all these ads?
Because if Manny Pacquiao says he's not gonna fight Joshua, it's not gonna happen. See, so the friendship dies when you get to the ring. After the fight, the friendship comes back. I know what I'm going to face, and I know who I'm going to face. It's not gonna be an easy fight for all of us at all.
Another matchup which lacked any animosity between two calm, respectful fighters.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, I have a friend, his name is Chris, and like, they kind of look alike. I'm just saying.
Much better than the moments right before the opening bell of a Manny Pacquiao fight.
On the night, however, Pacquiao pulled off a shutout performance, not losing a step.
But you just hear the punches, bro.
I respect him, and he's the best pound-for-pound fighter. Everybody I fought, I don't think I lost. I lost to Manny Pacquiao.
Man, respect.
Very fast.
Man, respect.
Contrastingly, at the back end of the year, Pacquiao's second attempt at negotiations with Mayweather had broken down. Cue the arrival of a much less humble and popular opponent, the infamous Antonio Margarito.
Margarito! He's Margarito now.
Fred Roach is scared right now. Fred Roach is scared that we're going to beat Manny Pacquiao.
Somewhat of a bittersweet victory for the smaller and more humble man.
Look at his eyes! Look at his eyes!
Early here. He's really piling it on right here in this 4th round.
Manny mauled the Mexican fighter over 12 rounds.
Bro.
And there truly couldn't have been a more fitting occasion for Pacquiao, now the octuple champion, to reach boxing's greatest accolade.
Look at his eyes! It's a tomato! Both of his eyes are tomato! Bro, I can't! Man, he turned it into a fucking... Oh my god, he looking Asian! He's an Asian tomato, by the way. Man, he turned him into an Asian tomato.
Mirar bien. We knew Manny was very fast, and we were going good until I got cut. And then that's when the problem started coming.
Excuses, bro. Excuses.
Next, 11 months after Manny's knockout loss to Marquez in late 2012, he returned to face Brandon Rios, also trained under Robert Garcia in California.
You know what? To me, I think he's scared, and Freddie Roach is scared.
Bro,
I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to cancel the fight, saying that just because he's scared.
After the first clash of camps in the Margarito fight, it meant that the beef this time around was more about the trainers than the fighters themselves.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yet in the same clinical fashion, Pacquiao proved too fast and too active, putting a second L on Rios' resume.
Bro, he's just getting clapped. El Filipino.
I work my ass off so hard.
This boy's crying. This boy about to cry. This boy about to cry. Oh my god.
5 months in the gym, training.
Bro, he's gonna cry.
24/7. I look at all the shit I was saying. I shouldn't be saying that shit. No.
Bro, why are you looking like an off-brand Wolverine though?
for one relation.
Another year on, and another unbeaten fighter. This time, the smart, fast New York native, Chris Algieri.
After I beat Manny, I'll have a lot more pull and a lot more juice to be able to negotiate.
Win, but by knocking Manny Pacquiao out in China, right next to his hometown.
I mean, that's it's hard to say what would happen after that, but that would either way, my career is going to be catapulted into another stratosphere after this fight.
So. Humble and respectful, he entered the fight with nothing but praise for Pacquiao.
My respect, my respect.
I will create an action. If he does punch, I'll count.
And by Pacquiao stuns Algieri.
Whoa, this boy got laid down.
Praise that he's continued to preach exponentially throughout the Filipinos' ongoing career.
He's a savvy veteran with 65 fights, and he knows exactly how his style works.
Alright, part of my reaction did get, like, the file did get corrupted, so I gotta end it with that. Anyways, if you guys did like the video, please go leave a like, also hit the subscribe and bell notification button so you guys can get updated and notified on whenever I upload something new. And yeah, it's been your boy Lauren, and have a good day, guys.